We're back this week in the Mazda MX5's on World Sim series, and we're heading off to Finland for a track called Ahvenisto. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Having never heard or raced here before, I decided to jump on for some practice laps only 10 minutes before the race because that's how organised I am. But it was soon apparent that 10 minutes of practice wasn't going to be enough, as this is a very tricky track to get to grips with. However, after 40 minutes of practice, I felt confident enough to get into a race, and this is what you're about to see. Also featuring a cameo appearance from our good friend John74, link down in the description. So without further ado, let's jump into it and see how it went. All right, so here we are back on the grid with the MX5's, looking to make amends for last week's outing at Cadwell Park. Having said that though, this track is just as difficult. It's quite slow, tight corners, lots of cambers, uphills, downhills, you name it. I was going to race the previous race, but I needed some more time in practice. I don't expect to do very well here. I managed to get into the 129s, mid 129s in my practice. I've got John Davey right behind me. Go and check his channel out. I'll leave a link down in the description. He raced the previous race, and his times were 28s, maybe even got into the 27s. But John's in this one again. Starting from P2 on the grid because of license and pace rating. But let's see how we go. If I can survive the however many laps it is, that'll just be a bonus. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
John now is a premium member on WSS, so he's actually in the yellow liveried car.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
And now sat right behind me again.
Left side.
He went for a little look, had to
Still
get out
there.
the throttle.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
All right, let's try and settle down. Hopefully I was all fair to John there in those tight sections.
P3.
Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
All right, Nick.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
The guy in front is Davey.
John, get away. Not surprised.
The leader's just done a 127.5.
That's ridiculous. I'm not surprised, John. I'm just going to let him go. I've got no answer for it.
P4.
Just keeping it on the track is a bonus for me right now.
Yellow flag. Alright Nick, you're reeling. Davey, in. The gap is now 0.8. Left side tyres are cold.
I mean, to be fair, I thought John would
fastest lap for Thompson.
walking away with this,
127.4.
but I'm keeping him honest.
That lap was at 129.1. Tyre temperatures are good. Yellow flag, watch out.
Well, I'm matching John for pace, and I'm quite surprised
Okay,
about
Nick,
that.
that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. That was 129.1. That's your best lap in the session. Your right tyres are cold.
May have just dropped back a little bit too far now. A couple of attempts in that first sector.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Gone a bit wide there, John has.
P5 is closing the gap. It's now 0.9. New fastest lap for Thompson, 127.4.
And just like that, the gap's back to a second. corner. Not really sure what I was doing there.
Left side tyres are cold.
I got a bit wide. That's going to allow the other guy now.
Keep it tidy, please, Nick.
It's going to be all on me.
Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. Right side.
Ah, no.
Hold your line. Clear right.
It's that little wheel dip on the grass.
Fucking hell, defend these positions.
Whew, power slide.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Could get spicy between John and the other guy.
B5.
Real shame though, I dropped that little bit of wheel on the grass. Cost me the position.
Your tyre temperatures are good.
He just had a bit of a slide moment there. Much like I did on the previous lap.
Okay, Nick, you've got half your fuel left.
But despite losing a few places, I think I'm quite happy with the result here.
Last lap. Your lap time was 1:28.8. We've got 10
We're into the
minutes of fuel
28s.
remaining. We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Yeah, that's cost me now. Had to back off because of the cut warning. Similar track to Cadwell, but we haven't got obviously the woodland section here, which was just absolutely ridiculous. There's probably not as much verticality changing on this track as well as it was on Cadwell.
The gap to P4 ahead is increasing. It's now 3.0 seconds.
Very difficult track though, tight, twisty. But to bring it home without really any incidents, I will take. Was really struggling at the start of this, so yeah, P5. We had a good battle with John for the majority of the race. And we got into the 128s.
P5. There's the checkered flag.
On your left. Clear left.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
Let's bring it into the pits, and we will take a look at the results. Started P2, came home in P5. Our fastest lap of the race was a 128.846. Fastest lap of the race by P2 was a 126.687. So we were 1.8 seconds off fastest lap, but we were only a 10th off John's fastest lap, which he put in at the end there, of a 128.771. So despite my concerns about the pace, I think this one went pretty well. We had 0 incident points, 10 points for the championship. We lose 7 on our pace rating and gain 0.4 on our safety rating. So there we go, guys. That was the race. And like I said in commentary, I'm pretty happy with that result, given that I felt I was so slow and so off the pace when I was putting in practice laps. Ultimately, John caught me a bit off guard when he went for that move down the inside, which I had to leave space, and it compromised my run through the line. We did manage to get back ahead of John. However, only a few corners later, we went wide once again. That put John right on the back of us, and ultimately it was only a matter of time before he got past. But I did really well though to hold my own and stay right on the back of John, and the three of us were having a great battle up until I put my wheel on the grass, leading on to the final part of the lap, and that ultimately dropped me back from John and lost me another position. But it was all good fun. I really enjoyed it, and it was definitely a big improvement from last week's outing at Cadwell Park. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more racing content from me, make sure to hit subscribe, because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you haven't done already, please check out John's channel. Head down to the description where you'll find a link for it. Also, there is a link for WSS. So if you want to get involved with the action, check out the link, and hopefully we'll see you on track real soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.